Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Rivaldi Faradiansyah. I'm gonna explain the New Zealand education system. Alright, let's get started. Okay, New Zealand education system. Before we start, where is the New Zealand? Where is the New Zealand located? Okay, New Zealand is located in the southeast of the Australian continent and consists of two large islands, namely the North Island and the South Island. This Commonwealth of England Commonwealth also has dozens of main islands. You can see this. This is the island of New Zealand, and this is the flag of New Zealand. In bahasa we call Selandia Baru. Alright. Education system of New Zealand. New Zealand education consists of three levels. Okay, the first one, primary school or primary education. The second one is junior and senior secondary education, and the last is tertiary education. This is at the universities and polytechnics, I think. Alright. The academic year in New Zealand varies depending on the institution concerned. However, in general, the academic year starts from early February to mid-December for elementary school, late January to late November or early December for secondary schools and polytechnics, and late February to mid-November for universities. Okay. In 2009, the Program for International Student Assessment, published by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, ranked New Zealand as the 7th best in the world in science and reading and 13th in mathematics. The Education Index, published as part of the United Nations Human Development Division, has consistently ranked New Zealand as one of the best countries in the world. Okay, the first one is primary school. While in primary school, students in New Zealand follow the national curriculum in the following subjects, for example, English, Art, Health, Social Science, Sport Education, Languages, Mathematics, Statistics, and Technology. Students' reading, writing, and numeracy skills are tested according to their age, according to the rules set by the New Zealand national standards. Students start their primary education at the age of 5 or 6 years, and the duration of the primary education is 6 years, or grades 1 until 6. This is same with Indonesian education system in primary school, right? 6 years. I think same. Okay. Second one, junior high school or in senior high school. Junior high school, grade 7 and 8, is a bridge between elementary school and high school. Primary education starts from grade 1 to grade 8. Upon entering grade 7 and 8, students have the option of continuing their studies at their primary school or continuing their studies to a new junior high school. Students enter junior high school at the age of 11 or 12 years old. Okay. New Zealand high schools. New Zealand high schools has 3 categories of high school. The first one, public schools, where 85% of New Zealand natives attend these schools. Okay, the second one is integrate public schools, which are managed based on religion or use special teaching methods. And the last is private school. Alright. Students entering high school, grade 9 to 13, or what are often called high schools or college, strive to achieve the National Certificate of Educational Achievement. In addition, the junior high school also offers several vocational subjects such as tourism and computer programming. Some schools also offer Cambridge International Examinations and International Baccalaureate programs. Okay, it's junior high school and senior high school. Okay, this is interesting difference between Indonesian educational system. Okay, let's see. The first one, public schools in New Zealand generally do not enforce uniforms. Okay, in New Zealand the students do not enforce uniforms. Different with Indonesian, the students in Indonesian have to wear uniforms, right? Okay, but in New Zealand, the students do not enforce uniforms. Children are free to wear any clothes to school. Alright, even shoes are not required. Only in the summer, students are instructed to wear hats when outside the building. Schools also usually provide hats for children who don't bring them. Okay, in the summer, the student have to wear hats, right, outside of the building. Okay, the second one, school minimize homework. Okay, if there is, it is usually in the form of a writing project, reading and making book reviews, or a creativity project. In principle, children learn at school, while the house is a place to learn life with family. Okay, right, this is so good, this is so amazing, interesting. Okay, the third is children never carry heavy bags. All textbooks and stationery are stored in the school. Children only need to bring personal equipment such as hats, jackets, food, drinks, and other necessities every time they go to school. Okay, nice. Okay, there are no class rankings and exams that end in numerical scores. Okay, neither is a report card decorated with numbers. Instead, a student's report card is a qualitative report on the child development over the previous period, including telling parents about the child's strengths and weaknesses. Okay, and then some schools in New Zealand do hold religion lesson, but they are optional and with the permission of parents. In fact, religious classes are quiet because the majority of parents do not allow their children to attend this session, or because the children do not want to and should not be forced by the teacher. Alright, this is so different between Indonesian educational system. In Indonesian, the religious lesson is obligate, wajib, yeah, in Indonesian. But in New Zealand, the religious lesson bukan tidak bisa, tapi have to with the permission of parents. Okay, so religious classes in New Zealand quite quiet because the majority of parents do not allow their children to attend these sessions, or because the Okay, the last one is tertiary education. New Zealand has 8 public universities, 16 technological and polytechnic institutions, and 550 private training venues, along with schools for learning English. You can choose the institution that best suits your career path. The first one, the university offers undergraduate education. The programs offered are research-oriented and generally academic in nature, and not vocational. According to the 2015 and 16 KS World University Rankings, 8 New Zealand public universities are in the top 100 universities in the world with a minimum of 1 subject. Okay. And the second one, technological institutes and polytechnics and several large private training establishments or undergraduate vocational education. And the last, private training centers or PTEs usually offer specific vocational programs with diploma and certificate level academic achievements. Alright, that is tertiary education of New Zealand. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. I hope this material or this knowledge will be beneficial for you all and can addition your knowledge about educational system in another countries. So okay, thank you again, thank you very much for your attention, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.